function. It'll keep this room at that temperature. It'll keep the whole building. Actually, the entire building is done. And they actually did us a favor when they stole that old unit, because now we got one twice as good. And alhamdulillah, we needed it, and we sure we wouldn't have bought it. It's like a story I tell people sometimes. I got a big screen TV in my living room like that one. It's one of them brand new ones. It's thinner, better. I had a big old one, and my painter broke it. He didn't listen. I tried to give him my 28-footer. He wanted to put a scaffold up. I tried to give him a ladder. He wouldn't take the ladder. And anybody hear this, I would never say his name. So don't even play like I implied who I'm talking about, because I promised him. He said, don't worry about it. Go buy you a new TV right now. He even hurt himself when he fell and broke my TV. Knocked the TV through the coffee table. And this is the joke anyway. Destroyed my TV, but he came with cash the next day and a credit card and bought me a nice TV. It ain't but about an inch thick, and it's real nice. I would have never bought that TV, but every time I see him, I smile and I tell him, man, I love my TV. Thank you. Can I get you a ladder or something? Break something else? I'm gonna lie. I joke with him, but he's my friend, and because of the business relationship, I call him a friend because he's become a friend. The relationship I had with him doing our jobs, he introduced me to a farmer, and the farmer ain't seeing me from nowhere. It's kind of like when people would introduce me to believers in the community, they always had these preconceived notions. You eating ma'am, son, turning up their nose because they done drank that vessel that they pass around with that poison in it, and everybody think they know the son of Imam Deen Mohammed. But this brother got the good news. He got the Muslim that we all know, that Allah said that we all are. That your own self in the Nation of Islam is a righteous Muslim. That the human being is born into heaven, right? So you're born in heaven. So your true self, your true soul is a good person. So we got to remember that when we talk about each other, The Prophet said it's like eating the dead flesh of your brother, right? Yeah, so that's a horrible thing to do, to try to put somebody down to make yourself look better. Well, this brother took this message, and this man, sight unseen, he said, no, you don't have to give me nothing. He said, you don't have to be. I said, I'm going to be out of town this week. You don't have to be here. He dumped this stuff out. He dumped this stuff. I'm talking too much because, in my experience, this community, the wicked people be out here. They had sabotaged my plan before I hatched it. But anyway, we got a friend with a farm. He invited me. I might take somebody with me, any volunteers next week after next, and he gonna teach me how to halal. He ain't halal, but he gonna teach me to slaughter. I'm gonna do the halal. Chicken. He said he breed African goats, and he said when I go home, he said my goats are producing so much that he said when I go home, I think I'm gonna have 3 new goats. This was this morning, talking about leaving my house, and it's coincidence that when I arrived off the plane, I look out my back window. He pulls up in his truck. Man, I didn't even know. Alhamdulillah, after being turned down by 2 other companies that I walked into. So the connections and the friendships that we make are more valuable to us than anything. Another man of similar type of situation told me that he offered to do something for me, some work around my house or something. And I said, man, then what I'm gonna do? And I didn't say what I'm gonna do to him. I think I did the wrong thing. I lied. I should have said no, thank you. But I said I ain't got no money. I said. Then he said, a friend is better than money. We've been friends ever since. My mother knew who I'm talking about. And I still go to see him sometimes. He got Parkinson's now. I don't see him as much. I moved out of that neighborhood, and I don't see him as much. But that's such a blessing and a mercy when Allah sends His angels to give you positive messages when you need them. So all the wicked, evil people, they think all I got is all the evil. They pile on me. I got a mechanism that evil, most of it I can't remember. I have to recall it. And I said, yeah, what about so-and-so? I said, yeah, I wanted to kill this. What was it? I don't know. I don't remember the bad. I remember the good. And that's Allah's mercy. Alhamdulillah. So here, I see some cooks in here. Some people know how to cook. We want to put a big barbecue outside. If I get I don't know if he can get me some lamb, but I'm sure we can probably get a nice whole lamb that we can slaughter halal, or brother back here at the food service, he could probably find us some lamb. And the sisters on the committee meeting, we have a beautiful Imam Min Rasul, he's chairing the Ramadan session. We have a beautiful group of believers that volunteer, and they said, nah, we're gonna provide the food. We're gonna provide the food, we're gonna cook the food. And there's nothing like fasting during the month of Ramadan, when you've been fasting all day and sharing conversation before the time to break the meal, and then eating the food that you smelt in the air before it was prepared, and making your salat, and then going to the table and sitting down and eating and having some more good conversation. And then the party ain't over yet. I'm not saying the party during Ramadan, it ain't supposed to be a party. But the mercy and the blessing, that's why it's called the blessed month of Ramadan. My father said we got off track when we forgot what the real anytime Allah say 1 month is better than 1,000 months, can you tell me you're going to get anything out of Ramadan bigger than just blessing and mercy from Allah over and over again? So Ramadan is a time for great blessings and mercy from Allah. That's Imam Muhammad used to say something miraculous. He didn't use this language, but something miraculous, that Allah sends him some great blessing on the